All right, we are live. Hey, my lovely team. As you can clearly hear, I am very sick. As I was telling Kenneth when we were offline earlier, I feel like I have been to the seven seas and back and dunked my head in every last one of them. You will not be seeing me on video tonight because I look like Celie from The Color Purple. And so, I mean, I'll have my picture and everything here, but I at the very least wanted to make sure that we stayed true to our weekly hangouts and provided you with information so that you can go back and share with your teams. Um, Tonight's going to be kind of informal, just just some things I just want to touch on with you guys, and then also kind of highlight an accomplishment that our own team member within Powerhouse has that is a really, really great thing. And this is exactly the type of thing I want us to highlight continuously at our team. So, um, I have known Kenneth for quite some time now. He has been a very good friend, very motivational guy, very true to who he is, and he has consistency unlike any other. And that is certainly starting to pay off. People are taking notice. And he did the one thing a lot of people are afraid to do, and that's make videos. He he started making videos left and right about simply about who he was, his motivate who how he likes to talk to people, how he likes to motivate people, and just it just resonated on camera with a lot of people. So much, in fact, that he has landed a keynote speaking position at an upcoming entrepreneurship conference. This guy found him on Facebook. Why? Because of his video. So it is very important. When I say that video rules all, you guys, people go on an everyday basis meeting people online, but a video is pretty true to who you are. That is how he was able to land that gig. So know that you got to think outside of the box when it comes to this online business. You got to think about your future. Where else do you want to go after this business? And we're going to touch a little bit on that tonight as well. Um, but also in the functionality of that, Kenneth has been very busy. He's been bringing in quite a few new team members to our team. Most recently, someone who is actually a freshman in college, 19 years old. So we're going to have our own Jermaine on Team Powerhouse. How about that? Something to get extremely excited about. I want him to come on and just really talk about how he got this engagement, how he's feeling about it, how his team is growing, and just kind of come out and really inspire you guys. Can you?
Uh, Thank you, first of all. um, but yeah, like Gunchi said, I just pretty much I just heeded her call. She's a great leader. She said start making videos, so I was had a little cold feet about it at first, and I was just okay, I gotta do this. This is gonna take my business to the next level. I gotta do it. So I started doing it. My first video was terrible. Terrible. I went back and watched that, laughed at myself, but I posted it anyway because I was like, I have to see myself progress from beginner, to professional. So I think we went on a mini video challenge where I was putting up at least one video a day, for a few weeks. And no, actually I think it was maybe like a week and a half. But after that, I actually got noticed by someone that my mother actually knows, who got in contact with her to get in contact with me, and he pretty much just laid it out there. He said, "Hey, I'm having a entrepreneur and leadership bazaar, and I want you to come and be my keynote speaker." Now, granted, public speaking has always been in my goals. I didn't know exactly the timeline was going to happen in. I just wrote it down and I go after it. I didn't know how it was going to happen, what doors were going to open, but it happened. But I had to start somewhere, and I'm not the best guy when it comes down to, I guess, having a bunch of technical knowledge. I'm still learning as I go. But one thing that I do pride myself on is mindset. I feel like, I mean, if someone's dead mentally, there's resurrection in mindset. So, and that's actually what's helped me to actually reach out to our newest team member, Alan. Again, he's only 19 years old, but yet he has a vision that people that triple his age will never see. And I'm excited to have him. He's excited to be here. And I'm just thinking, like, if at 19, I wish somebody would have came and talked to me about how I can change my future at 19. 10 years from now, I mean, 5 years from now, he's not gonna have to worry about anything. But it's all about mindset. If you're able to talk to someone, you're able to inspire them and let them know, like, look, whatever you have, you can have it. Well, I mean, whatever you're thinking about or your goals are, you can have it. You can have it. But we have great leadership here, so I don't have any concerns that he won't be successful here with us. But as far as videos, do videos. Videos do a lot for you. They do a whole lot for you. Like I said, I never had any type of inclination that somebody would be reaching out to me to be a keynote speaker. So that's really all I have as far as regarding that, and I'm super excited. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. But I know it's gonna go well.
Thank you so much, Kenneth. See, guys, this is a prime example of what I would love to see everyone being able to be in a position to do. I want each of you being able to think about what your next step is post MLM marketing. And that's something I want to also go ahead and touch on. Um, Many of us have come into this business because we are currently in a job, or maybe we're just looking to make some extra money, or maybe we've always wanted to be an entrepreneur and are trying this out. And that's fine. All of those reasons are A-okay. But there's a reason why people who are truly successful set goals. And they don't set temporary goals. They set 1 year, 2 year, even 5 year plan goals. So something that each of you need to be considering is that what is the next step? After I make this money in Ingresso, after I'm making five, six, $10,000 a month in Ingresso, what's the next step? Because here is the reality of the world. Ingresso is a stepping stone for all of us. No one here should be looking at this as a long-term business that they should be dedicating their retirement fund their entire life until they're 75 years old to be in. No one should do network marketing for that long. It's always been created as a business to get people to the next level. It's a great opener if you choose to open your own business, brick and mortar, or if perhaps you decide to go into investing, because it teaches you kind of all of the ins and outs, being okay with being told no, being okay with different personalities that you don't even get a chance to meet in person. There's a lot of things that network marketing teaches you that you will not get a chance to learn anywhere else. So something you need to consider is, what is your, not necessarily your exit strategy, but what's your next step plan? What do you want to do with the money? And the way that you guys need to be thinking is that it's not all about spending the money, because if you spend it, you are right back in the same mind frame that you were in when you had a job. The only difference is that you found a way to make a lot more money to appease a larger lifestyle, but you're still broke. Our whole goal here is to put you in a position where you are financially stable and not in need any longer. I know, for example, my personal goal is to build up this Ingresso team, allow it to run and make as many five-figure a month earners as I possibly can, and in conjunction, start investing my money into something that will residually take care of itself, which is like real estate or startup companies, things like that, where my money actually works for me. And this is an example of the type of training that we're going to have in the Powerhouse University, because I want you guys to start thinking bigger and broader. A lot of companies limit you on how you should be thinking simply to benefit themselves. I want to truly benefit you guys, and the more value that you guys get from this university, the easier it's going to be for your team members that want to stay on, and the more you're going to want to go ahead and push this product, because it's something you can tie to. It's something you believe in, and it's not going to be just something you're doing for money. So that's one thing. Now, the next thing I do want to go ahead and cover, and LV, I kind of want you to chime in on this as well, because we've kind of talked about this before, is that, hold on. One of the things that we discussed the coaches and I, the biggest thing with Ingresso that many people see is what's one thing everyone sees: the paychecks. Ingresso is known on Facebook for the paychecks. You see the paycheck, and everyone's jumping out their seat. They want to know how they can get that paycheck. It's great. Do not get me wrong, but it is, in my mind, and just walk with me here, another form of instant gratification. Here's why I say that. When you see this immediate paycheck, what does it immediately remind you of? What you make at a job. When you go to a job, you work for a certain amount of time to receive a weekly or bi-weekly or sometimes a monthly paycheck. You know your set amount of hours. If you do this, you're going to earn this paycheck. Getting Focusing on only those checks limits you in this business. And unfortunately, many people have done exactly that. They have been so focused on, let me show you what check I can get at each level. And it's great. It is a great marketing tool, but it is only that. It is a tool. Okay? Um, Understand that the big money, the type of money that will allow you to start floating and not working, is in the residual aspect. Ask yourself, just think in your mind right now, how many people on Facebook actively show what they're making residually in Ingresso? Off the top of your head. Probably can't really think of any because everyone's too busy showing off these paychecks. I can't tell you how many people I have run into that always ask me, is there a residual component in Ingresso? That is unbelievably sad, in my opinion. Unbelievably sad. Are you freaking kidding me? Yes, there's a residual component. But the fact is that nobody is promoting it like that. Not a single soul. Alfredo himself, and I love him dearly. He probably makes some of the is the largest income earner in Ingresso, next to John and Pete Delmonico. So the fact that people continuously ask that question lets me know that there is a communication problem. And that is where we need to step in and fill that void. LV, I kind of want you to chime in here on some of that.
Well, I mean, the main thing about it, first and foremost, and Dwayne covered this in one of the conferences or hangouts that he did recently, is really being able to speak to the value of what we have available with this company. What we are looking to do with the residual aspect, and in talking to most of you guys, we went over that in the beginning, and just looking at the income estimator, using 4 people, that's huge. So being able to really use that within our team as a system in itself, once you get so many people and you really start promoting your downline, I mean, you only need so many people under you specifically. Now, we don't want you to feel like that you are giving up your work per se. But just think about it. If you're promoting your downline and you're really helping your downline to build their list or build the people that they sign up under them specifically, that's only helping you. So in understanding that, I mean, you are working to help your team. I mean, at the end of the day, network marketing is us coming together to help each other, period. So if we are marketing, and some of us are better marketers than others, if you will, we need to start marketing and helping our teammates to be able to get people under them as well, because again, it's going to help us in the long run, and it's going to help us in our residual income to grow in that manner. So that's something that I myself, I know Yanchi and some of the other coaches, if you will, Alvaro, we have been talking about, is really being able to promote the people that are working and are active within our teams. That way, of course, it's going to help them grow as well. But, at the end of the day, we want to be able to help ourselves grow our residuals as well, and help the team grow their residuals going forward. So that's something that we do want to cover. That is something that we're going to be consistent on, and wanting to pass down from downline to downline, if you will. Even if it's 4 to 6 people that you get directly under you, once you get that, then start building and really focusing on marketing your team.
Absolutely. That I want you guys to kind of think of this here. Christine Tuller, who is Alfredo Delgado's sponsor, she brought him into Ingresso. She has only sponsored a total of 5 people the entire time that she's been in Ingresso. She's been in Ingresso since, I believe, November of last year. Um, Alfredo and his team, I came on with him in December. Um, Now, because of the massive recruiter that he is, she earns consistent um, cycler checks. Up to, she's made a couple $4,500 checks here or there. Mind you, it's not because of the team that she personally brought in, um, of the other people, but mainly because of what Alfredo has built. Now, I plan like LV was saying, for us to build in a different fashion. I understand that many of us need the immediate money. I understand that many of us need the satisfaction of feeling like all the work that we're doing is paid off, and that paycheck makes you feel like that. But part of what we're going to be building and helping you guys understand is the difference of being an entrepreneur versus an employee. The mindset of employee makes you feel like you have to tangibly have something in your hand to show gratification of work. You don't see the things that are being done in the background for your benefit. Someone who is an entrepreneur sees the bigger picture. Those are the people who continue to invest in themselves. Those are the people who have the 3 to 5 year plan. Those are the people who understand that it's not all about them. And that's why I put out the message today about the comp plan. Know your comp plan. I don't care what business you've ever been in. If you even in another business, don't get attracted by what quote unquote leaders showcase to you. That's something else we're going to cover in training. Because while I have been sick, I have had a lot of time to think. And thinking for me is very dangerous because I become very vocal. And I get a lot of ideas to say things. That's why these guys are smiling here. Because and the fact of the matter is that I left corporate America because I was tired of BS. I was tired of the political games. I was tired of pretending to like something that I didn't, and I'm not doing it here. I did not come here to spend money to pretend like I'm people's friend to get to another level. That's a baloney. I'm not doing it, and I'm not going to teach any of you guys how to do it either. The fact of the matter is that the industry does need some revamping, and while it might be a hell of a task, I plan to take it on. And if you want to be there with me, then hold on to your coattails, honey, because I'm going all the way. And with that, you know, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors that gets played in the game. Remember, this is called network marketing. Keyword marketing. Everything that is put out in front of you is to market to you, to entice you, to attract you, to make you feel like you can do this too. And in most businesses, you can do or excel what someone else is posting. But a lot of times, those results are simply a small snapshot of a lucky day. A lot of times. That is the honest to God truth. There are leaders who are startup builders, and there are those who are team builders. There are a lot of times when you get into a company and you're like, wow, how do they have a team of over 200 and so people? A lot of times those leaders are people who are just great at startups. They know how to get in when a business is young and fresh, get a bunch of people into it, and then they stop growing their team. They just let the teams kind of figure everything out, and they just get to tout the fact that they have a massive build of people. That is not being a leader. That is just being in the right place at the right time. Team building is a true art form because it requires for you to do some hand-holding. It requires for you to develop your team. It requires you to take time out of additional activities that you would like to do. But the fact is that if you want a successful business, at least in the immediate goal time frame, then you have to invest in your team. And that is why right now, while I look like crap and I feel like crap, I'm on this hangout with you guys. Because honestly, I did not plan on being on because I feel crappy. But I know how important it is for this team to grow. I know how important our unified vision is, and I know what I want to see happen by the end of this year. So you sacrifice, you make the time, you put in the effort, you do what it takes to get to that next goal. Um, so I need you guys to really, really dwell and sit and think on that. I'd like each of you to sit down, and if you haven't yet, seriously consider what your next goal is. What is your next strategy? What is the purpose of you being in this business? And I don't mean just I want to provide a better life for my family. I want to make a better life for myself. Everybody does. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. What are your goals that are going to keep you in this business? What's that next step? What will this provide for you goal-wise? Those are the things that are going to help you be consistent in this business. Because the fact of the matter is, most of us here were guilty of going to a job to provide for our family, to make a better life, to do all of those things. But when you stop liking the environment, when you stop liking the surroundings, when your boss gets on your last nerve, you find another place to go to. That's not what I want to be here. I want your mindset to be focused on the reason why you chose this business, the reason why you chose this team, so that as you grow, we grow with you. Your goals are our goals, that we are fully invested into who you are, so that we are growing not just as a team, but as a family. And that makes a huge, huge difference. So that's about all the energy I got. Do you guys have anything you'd like to say before we close out?
The only other thing that I wanted to do, some people were actually talking about Instagram, and I just wanted to kind of quickly go over that really, really quickly if I can.
That'd be
I've
awesome.
been using, huh?
I said that would be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, Instagram has been working crazy lately.
Man, I'm
Like
telling you.
crazy lately, man. Like it's crazy.
Okay, so for anybody who's not using Instagram, that has been really, really interesting for me just within the last couple of days. Um, if you go put it on your phone, start screenshotting and doing those things and putting up the pictures and all of that stuff. If you don't have it, look into it. Call me and we'll go over it together if necessary. I also use a program called Tag for Likes. Download that as quickly as possible because it helps you with your hashtagging and think, yeah, buddy. Uh,
I'm like,
yeah,
what is
buddy. It helps you with your hashtagging, and hashtagging, what it does is it puts you in a specific category. I mean, people do it all the time, but they don't know why they're doing it.
Mhm.
So you hashtag and it puts you in specific categories in that hashtag, if you will. So other people that are looking in that hashtag can find you, or you can find them.
Mhm.
Um, you can do up to 30 hashtags per picture. I recommend doing up to that number because that's the number of people or number of categories that you're going to put yourself in. Um, it's called Tag for Likes. Use it. I actually have some tags that I'm going to send you guys specifically. Um, something else that you can do if you are already familiar with Instagram, go and do a search, and they allow you to do the search per the tag. So if you do the search per the tag, whatever tag that it is that you want, just go in and make it like a list and just like every picture that's there because that's going to give you more exposure. People are going to be able to find you. It's ridiculous. So you hashtag any other business in network marketing, like every picture until your fingers get tired. And you're doing nothing but exposing your business and yourself specifically because at the end of the day, we're all trying to brand ourselves. So you're branding yourself in everybody's pages in that category. They have to come see you.
Mhm.
If you hit them enough times specifically, they're gonna come see you. Who is this new person liking all my pictures? It is I've literally gained maybe 1,000, and I've just been doing this within the last few days, just playing with it. I've literally gained maybe over between 500 to 1,000 extra people that's been following me now. It's huge. And I'll go into a little more detail as far as the trainings and things of that nature for it. But tag for likes, start posting up Instagram, Ingresso pictures, and not just Ingresso picture, but lifestyle pictures. Period. It doesn't matter what necessarily. Let's not get out of hand, but it doesn't really matter what the picture is. But whatever it is that you do want to expose, using those tags are going to get you where you need to be. And at the least, you're going to have people coming to you, even if it is to market to you. And then that's when the reverse marketing comes into play, and really building that network with that person, and going from there. Just being able to start that conversation. So I definitely wanted to give you guys that information. Like I said, I'll go into a little more detail later. But that should be able to get you guys started in building your following on Instagram specifically.
See?
So
Got quite a few little nuggets of information right there. Now everybody should go watch out and go do some Instagram. So, yeah, I love it. I love that we're able to give so much more value, and I am so excited about this trading university. I know that you guys have probably heard of a lot of training programs and bought a lot of one-off stuff. This is going to be like the mothership of them. We're pulling out all the stops. I'm not holding anything back in this university because all of us, we really want to see our teams succeed and become great people. I don't care. I don't care for the recognition in regards to, oh, Yanchi taught me. I want that joining this team, joining this family helps me do so on and so forth. You know, that's changing the lives beyond that will be a really great thing. So, stop, baby. Now my other child chooses to video bomb in the background. I can't ever get my kids to just be quiet. Guys, do you have anything else you guys want to add for tonight?
I just wanted to add a quick mindset nugget. I think that this may be able to, I'm sure, to help us out a little bit, especially if we're new. Especially back to what LV said, once you get into actually making Instagram work for you, you're going to get a lot of people that are going to leave comments on your picture trying to basically pitch you to what they're doing. So, because when you use those hashtags, think of it like if you're familiar with SEO, you're putting all those hashtags, just put your picture in all those different categories. So when people go and they look for that particular hashtag, your picture is just gonna show up. So somebody that sees your picture but sees that you may not be in the opportunity they're in, they will come and try to pitch you. Now, the reason why I say pitch is because it's easy to recognize a rookie and a professional in network marketing. A rookie will pitch you right away saying, hey, you looking to make money? You can make this much money a day. It's a rookie. They don't care about who you are, what you're trying to do, nothing about your life. There's no relationship built there. It's just, let's make this money, get with me. Versus versus a professional who's going to say, hey, look, I see what you got going on. This looks really cool. Let's connect. At least they're offering you a chance to just connect with them. From there, you'll be able to tell conversation-wise how they talk to you, if even they're a rookie or they're a professional. A typical question that any network marketer is going to ask you is, are you looking to make additional money, or do you keep your money-making options open? Are you looking to diversify your income? Those are all typical network marketing questions. But as you start to change your message, this is why mindset and self-development is so important, because as you grow, your message will change. You will actually be able to look at people and meet them on a level where they need to be met as far as why they need an opportunity, why they need residual income, why they need, a life-changing experience or a miracle for something to happen. then you can talk to them about them. Be interested in them. Then you can find a way for that door to open to slide the opportunity in, because now you've gotten to know this person a little bit more. You know what the opportunity can do for you. So now you can kind of compare the benefits of what you've done for yourself and how it can work for their lives. Now they feel like a teammate. Now they feel like they're actually a part of a family, instead of you going out saying, hey, work with me, join me. This is the best company in the world. We're the #1 team in the world. That works for some people. Some people are sold by, the money, the flash, whatever. But in an honest world, only 3% of the world, the whole world, only 3% is going to do business with you from the gate. Just by you saying you can make money from home, only 3%. That's 97% of people you either have to persuade, convince, follow up with, that are on the fence, who don't know, who don't understand, or just don't want to. So you really got to start to, look at reading some different books that's going to help you understand what business, first of all, is really all about, and how to cater to people, because you're in it to help somebody else. You're in it for, to make money, but you're in it to help other people. So you need to learn how to ask those questions that are going to help other people and help them see, and even if they don't have a vision, to get a vision. If they don't have any goals, help them create some goals, because that's going to help you and your team all the while.
The pain and peel method is what that's called. That's, seriously. See, the pain and peel method. Find out what is, if you've ever watched the movie The Matrix, that's all it is. Find out what the issue is and being able to provide a solution. That's one of my biggest mottos. I do not believe that there's ever problems or issues. There are only solutions. It's just a matter of if you're willing to go the extra mile to find that issue, find that solution. That's that's the exact method you just talked about. Pain and peel.
Yep. That's all I got.
That's all we
You guys
need.
are so freaking awesome. I'm gonna try to y'all got this. Y'all don't even need me. Well, I want to give these people some of their time. Make sure that you stay plugged in, people. Like I've been saying, this is just the beginning. It's going to get better and better and better. So share this video with your teammates. If you have any questions, as always, let us know. And have a lovely weekend, guys. Bye.